John and I were intoxicated. I believe Eric was our driver.
I was.
We all got chili relleno tacos.
It's Relleno.
Relleno.
You do L your way, I'll do it my way.
Yeah.
However you say it. And Eric, we sit down and me and John just start wolfing down the tacos. And Eric sits down after us and starts like carefully dismantling. And we're like, wait, there's fucking toothpicks in there? John and I had already eaten a taco. And we had just like consumed it so fast, like the toothpicks
they hold like the pepper together.
Yeah, it holds it all
and
together.
Then we opened up the next one and like, holy shit, there are toothpicks in here.
Yeah. You guys had already devoured one by the time I was pulling mine apart.
Yep.
And on that note, it is dry January, and perhaps that's a cautionary tale to encourage people to pull back from demon alcohol.
Right.
Yeah.
Or it's an ad for Taco Burrito King.
Taco Burrito King.
The food is.
That's where we are. We're at Higgins and Harlem Avenue. By the way, the Har Hig, like the little dive bar, the tavern next to the place, there were people pouring into it tonight. They must be doing something. They must have a live event.
It's a toothpick eating competition.
I don't know what's going on in there.
It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van
This is Car Con Carne, sponsored by Exploding House Printing. Exploding House Printing is here for your screen printing, embroidery, and other merchandising needs. They're 100% local, headquartered in the heart of Hermosa, and you should consider them for your t-shirts, your merch, whatever. They focus on small businesses, bands, brands, everything in between. They worked on products for Meatwave, The Empty Bottle, The Music Box, Dante's Pizzeria, the motherfucking Brokedowns. The list goes on and on. Jonathan at Exploding House has been doing screen printing for decades. He knows what he's doing. Besides technical expertise, he delivers production efficiency and cost awareness to offer boutique print shop quality at much lower large print shop prices. Check him out on Instagram at Exploding House, or check out their site at explodinghouseprinting.com for a quote or to see a list of some of their clients. Car Con Carne also presented by Alpha Dog Serum X, a step-by-step approach to achieving financial dominance and physical perfection.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
They got you too, huh?
Yeah.
Good to see they reached out.
Yep.
All right, so we are in the car. I am joined by the Brokedowns on probably the warmest day of this week. We actually lucked out. It's going to be hell on earth in Chicago as of like tomorrow. Or starting tonight, I think. It's going to snow. Like, this is just peak winter we're in the middle of. So.
Yeah.
I've got a flight on Friday. Let's hope it doesn't get canceled.
Oh, it's going to be like 0 degrees when you wake up, like 30 below wind chill. Are you going somewhere warm?
I'm going to Texas, but it's not going to be warm.
It's going to be warmer.
Warmer, yeah. But it's going to be like 30 degrees for a high. I'm used to like
it's
going
there. It's
there.
going to be 30 below wind chill here.
Yeah, that's
You're going to
true.
have a 60-degree swing. You're fine. So I'm joined by the Brokedowns. The Brokedowns are back. I have all the Brokedowns in the car. This is a momentous occasion, something that doesn't happen all that often. According to thebrokedowns.com, if you're unfamiliar with the Brokedowns, a tradesman, 2 remote workers, and a pizza chef named Mustafa forged their sound in the industrial glow of Chicagoland, channeling blue-collar grit through a lens of existential comedy and transforming Midwest frustration into something loud enough to sound like hope. That actually kind of nails it.
I don't know who wrote that.
Yeah, who wrote that?
But, yeah, sure. Cool.
I'm buying it.
I like it. Yeah.
And I think that helps ground the listeners and viewers. They understand who the Brokedowns are. The new album is Let's Tip the Landlord. It's been 2 years since the last album?
3 years.
Well, how's that possible?
The last one came out like January 2023. So.
Oh, right.
Maximum Khaki. Let's start with, I teased the sponsor at the beginning. What is this Alpha Dog Serum X red thread that goes through the album?
I mean, there's no great answer. It just started out as kind of I don't even know how it started. It started with me and Moose talking about,
I should say Chris, Eric, John, and Moose are all in the car.
Those kind of like Instagram videos where you'd see someone selling something, but they're like trying to make it look like they're on Rogan. They're like behind, in front of a red, but they're not on a pot. No one's interviewing them, but they're like, that's kind of how it started. We were trying to find a way to make fun of that. And then
these are so ridiculous.
Yeah. Alpha Dog Serum X was born. And once it started, it was It was impossible to stop.
You can be wolfed.
You can.
I enjoyed it. I mean, there's the existential humor, at least the humor of the Brokedowns. The album features Lily Choi. We hear her on a couple songs of Chicken Happen, former Carcoon Carney guest. Bruce Lamont of Yakuza, former Carcoon Carney guest, and recorded by Joe Gack of Meatwave.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a Chicago family affair.
It is. It is.
Can we talk about some of the songs?
Of course.
Let's start with Vanity Plates. Are we going to Mars or not?
That's the real question.
Soon.
Political song?
Yeah, for sure.
Or pregnant teens ain't going to learn Plan B?
Yeah.
There's no shortage of things for the Brokedowns to be angry and commenting about in the present day.
Yeah. And that song was like written 4 years ago. So it really like, it got
We predicted
worse.
the future.
Things got worse.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the question. Have these songs been germinating for a while?
Like 3 or 4 years.
Like all of them?
Yeah, most of them. Yeah.
Most of them, Chris. We demoed those, like early demos were.
And
23-ish.
as fantastical as they'd seem then, the world has only gotten weirder.
Yeah.
So it just seems,
And we could hear your take on the world today in 3 or 4 years.
Right.
yeah. But like, I think it's funny because people are like, oh my God, you must have just written that album, blah, blah, blah. No, but unfortunately, shit just got so much weirder.
We were
that-
recording the vocals the day Trump got the shot in the ear. That was like the first day we started doing vocals. But the songs are like, we recorded the music like 6 months before then.
Infinite Flex. There are horns on this one.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that turned out great.
My only complaint with that song, it ends just as I start to get going.
Yeah, that's a common complaint. A lot of people say that. Yeah, I don't know if we can
You
fix
finished
that.
before I got mine.
Yeah.
Dude, Bruce Lamont is amazing. Asked him to do just some saxophone on there, and he like layered it.
Oh, that was
He even-
Bruce. Okay.
Yeah, that was Bruce, and he even sent in. He was like, "Oh, I have something in mind for like a lower part, right?" And then sent in a track.
Yeah, he's
You
like,
know,
this
so-
needs a baritone sax, and he sent us
Yeah.
a baritone.
So he went above and beyond, and really nailed it. And Bruce is also probably just one of the coolest dudes ever, and one of the nicest guys too.
Yeah, that was the first time I met him. He was super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just fun to have in there.
And I couldn't help but admire the bulging, throbbing clout in the song. Don't think I didn't notice. One of my favorite songs, Date Night in the Hague. I'm a walking war crime.
Mm-hmm.
Talk a little bit about this one.
That's actually probably the most personal one. I mean, that one's just kind of about, I don't know, in personal relationships. These guys could attest, and my wife and children could attest that sometimes I get argumentative and like, I can't let something go, but I think I'm being fun, but it turns out I'm,
It's a real problem.
it turns out I'm starting an actual argument. And then by the time I want to like, oh, let's stop talking, I realize that I started the whole thing. And, it's like, so it's a song about like, lovingly gaslighting somebody.
Lovingly.
Parenting.
Yeah.
So you guys, I mean, you've been doing this long enough. You get along. I mean, despite whatever kind of craziness
Yeah,
you're bringing
we're
to things.
we're very close friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of us get along.
Yeah. Yeah. Aside from the,
Yeah, that's why I'm in the middle of these two.
Well, what was sequencing the album a democratic process? I mean, everything's democratic with you guys, right? It has to be.
pretty much. Yeah. I mean, there's no like fighting with that stuff.
No, democratic in the sense of, hey, what do you guys think of this? And then everyone's like, cool.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You know what I mean?
Me and
So-
John do, we'd not bicker, but that would be something that, we will talk quite a bit about. Like, it's not,
We go back and forth on like, where the song should be.
sometimes
But-
I have to persuade John, like, this is why should be like this.
You say things like, we should put a short song here.
Let's do one of our trademark short songs.
In Praise of the Pedestal, that's the single
Yeah, it's blown up.
on an album of singles.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Blow it up.
Yes, it is, man.
This is the beat it or the thriller of the album.
It is. You probably got the radio edit of that one.
Yeah. The real.
That one's
like-
actually like 2.5 minutes long, but a minute and a half of it is an ad for Sirhan.
The title track, Let's Tip the Landlord, arguably the best song on the album. Speaking of Lily Choi, this is where she really makes her presence felt.
Yeah.
And she's covered you guys before.
Yeah. She could have and cover us. Yeah. It's awesome.
Did you know that was going to happen before? Did she give you a heads up?
No, I didn't. Did you?
No. So I think I got tipped off on it, but I was so bummed to have gotten tipped off on it that I didn't tell anyone, tell the other guys, so that they could at least be like a little surprised by it. But yeah, I think I got drunkenly tipped off by one of the members, who's a good friend of mine and a bandmate in another band I'm in.
Because that's what you do. You're just in bands.
Yeah,
That's what he does.
that's what you do when you're in Chicago. You enjoy food and music. So
I do feel like, though, I saw them play it live once.
Yeah, Ian's party. I remember that playing it.
Right.
Before it was actually recorded, and I was just like, holy.
What is even happening here?
Yeah, like, this is blowing my mind.
Let's Tip the Landlord. You're born, you're cursed, and every deck is stacked. Again, as timely as the day we're recording this.
Yeah, that's a pretty, the song's like, I think I've seen a lot of like writing about the album, and like there's a little too much literal emphasis on the word landlord. Like the song's just about, wealth disparity and just feeling it financially insecure, and that's a tale as old as time.
It
And
is.
it's only going to get worse.
It's only going to get worse. Cheers. Summer Games has a big fat hook. Never going to give, never going to try, never going to live, never going to die. That one has just stayed in my head.
Nice.
Then there's Strategic Humiliation. One of the things I love about this is that frantic lead guitar.
Yeah. Very Devo-y.
Yes, that's exactly right.
It sounds like Devo meets Guided by Voices. That was my hope for the song.
Jumping ahead to The Power of Love, you put a spin on Kokomo by the Beach Boys, White House, Casino, Key Largo, Montego.
I think that's probably the most like pumped Kris has been to like show me something. When he was like, that's like the best part of that song.
That's a pretty bleak song, so let's throw a little levity in there, I guess.
Mossberg Mind, that's a technology reference, isn't it?
Mossberg's a gun.
Mossberg is a gun, yeah.
Okay. So no. Sirhan Lohan, spiritual successor to Osama Van Halen?
Yeah. That title, that title has been kicking around since Lindsay Lohan was a red.
I was going to say, not as topical today, perhaps?
Yeah. So it was the nexus point of Sirhan being in the public eye, and Lindsay Lohan. We are a good 20 years past that. So, yeah. But that's been a title. Like, I would say every demo I've made for the last 20 years, there's been a song called Sirhan Lohan.
At last. And credit to John, that bass is low and sleazy and wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
On that
cool.
one. I spend the bulk of my days clicking on Rage, swallowing shit from a tap, and calling it a Sunday.
Yeah.
Again, as timely as today's headlines. Going back to the idea of technology, live, laugh, love, death cult, the fire hose of information, and how we all just were numb to it all.
Yeah.
This is something I think about all the time.
Yeah. I wrote that song by a pool in Disney World while my kids were playing, and I was watching horrible footage on my phone drunk in a chair, just like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, we all do it. We all do the doom scrolling, and I've gotten so much better about realizing, okay, I got to put this down. I have to stop. I need to listen to a Brokedowns album or something. I need to divert myself.
You're like, nope, that's worse. It makes it worse. Back to the doom scrolling.
The album ends with Crisis Actors Guild. I don't feel like the album ends on a hopeful note.
No. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Yeah.
And this is where we find the Brokedowns today.
Yeah. Fully engulfed in conspiracy. Yeah.
How long did it take to record the album?
Wow.
Or was it something that took 3 years?
It takes like time, like a year, but really like 4 days.
Yeah.
Spread out.
Spread out over a year. Yeah.
Yeah, like this one actually is pretty quick. I feel like
We did what all music, like all drums were tracked in one night live. We did guitars live. So Moose could do drums over one weekend night.
So it was like maybe? It was the night and then the next day, like part of the day. So it was like a full day technically.
Yeah.
and usually vocals take weeks and weeks and like multiple. I feel like there's only 2 or 3
but
days we did.
We get like Kris would have demos that he set up that he'll set up pretty nice. So I'll be able to like listen to those and kind of practice those on my own for a while. So they're not like, like I feel like when we go in, we like this time we had a plan. Like we did it to a click, which is like the first time we did the whole album to a click. But because of that, I found out that I was able to really just crank out the drums, and they like don't sound like you just did them in a day. Like they were really thought out, and we like really planned them out. But yeah, it's like
the actual
basically
recording.
just like a day's worth of actual recording with all this other time on the side.
I'm reminded, listening to Moose talk, that he has a velvety voice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank
good.
you. Except for I hate my voice, but I listened to it on that last episode where you had me read that ad, and I was like, oh, I could have done it so much better. Now I'm like, oh, I should just send them in. I got to get like a little setup at home, and I could just edit them myself, and I could just send them in. You're listening to Carcon Carne.
Yes.
It is nice.
We could do little liners that drop in throughout the episode. Yes. I mean, velvety.
Oh, and James, by the way, you say nice things about me on your podcast, on your other episodes, and thank you. You're a nice dude. I really appreciate it. You do say some nice stuff about me, and I just want to say thank you.
He talks a lot of shit too, though. I mean, you're leaving that out.
So I say what now?
I did. I think I know what you're talking about. I had Mike Fellamley of the Smoking Popes on, and I said that you were my favorite Smoking Popes drummer who's not Mike Fellamley.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you know what? Like, I disagree with you, but thank you so much. And those guys, I mean, every other guy that's played drums, whether it was on a record or just like filling in for those guys is amazing. So like, and all dudes I love. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, good company.
And
Anyway,
that last
thank you.
Popes album, to be clear, I think is one of their best, like without a doubt.
Yeah, that last Pope album rules.
It's so good.
That spark is
It sounds like a greatest
fully
hits
ignited.
album.
I love seeing people age and like continue to better what they do. I think the Brokedowns are doing that.
Hey man, one day
I hope.
One day,
one day, man, we're just gonna finally put out the album we've been meaning to put out, man.
so
I listen to some old stuff and it really stinks. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's one constant compliment every album is like, hey, you guys keep
that
getting
help?
better and better. And I'm like,
All right.
oh boy, I hope so, because those other ones stinkaroo.
So last time I talked to Moose, I mentioned the last time I saw the Brokedowns was at Metro a couple years ago. It was the Sincere Engineer show, and I think I ruined Moose's night because I ran into him on the street, and he may have been high or something. I don't know.
No, not Moose.
Not Moose.
Never.
Clean as a whistle. That guy.
And I completely like took him out of whatever joyful moment he was having. But that said, I mean, you guys are kinetic. You're frantic on stage. Are there plans to perform live soon?
Yeah, we have a couple shows. We're playing at Beat Kitchen on April 17th.
Oh, that's gonna be
With
a
Off
fun
With Their
one.
Heads
Should be a
and
good one.
Yeah.
Toys That Kill and Panel. And then
So you could take out your post-tax day stress.
I'm self-employed.
Nobody's in charge, man. Don't even do your taxes.
Yeah, didn't he abolish
Taxes
the
are for
IRS?
squares.
Don't even. There's nobody there.
Yeah.
There's nobody there.
They did lay off a lot of people at the IRS, which only makes targeting lower income
Just
people.
pay your state. Just pay.
Oh,
your
great. So I'm going to get audited
Yes,
this year?
If there's
State.
a year to get
Don't
audited.
even audit.
Oh, yeah. No one. Yeah, they don't. There's no one there.
No one
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah,
good.
don't do your taxes
Straight.
and go to the show.
And go to the show at Beat Kitchen, which can be one of the loudest rooms in the city.
Yeah.
Love that brew.
I do love that
Love that
place.
brew.
Yeah.
man.
And the food there's kind of great too, if you want to make a night of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So April 17th, and it sounded like you had more behind that one too. More after that
We're
one.
playing in Montreal.
Oh yeah, we got the Pooza
Yeah.
Fest.
First time leaving the country. We're worldwide now.
Wait, is that the one
Yeah.
that the Bow Wheels are playing too?
I think they are.
I think the Bow Wheels are playing this
I
year.
think they
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
have
looking
you guys
forward
been to
to it.
Montreal before?
No.
No.
I was only there once. It was a business trip. One of my lasting memories, probably not one I should be leaving with. Everyone drives insane there.
Ooh.
Like the roads are crazy
Oh boy.
in Montreal.
Interesting.
Fast and the Furious fans.
Yes, I mean like rules of the road are consequential or inconsequential in
They
Montreal.
live their life a quarter mile at a time. Montreal. It's the motto of the city.
Would it be a kilometer?
Yeah, one.
Yeah,
They live their mile
yeah,
of
yeah,
one
yeah.
a kilometer.
Yeah, a quarter of a kilometer.
Kind
you
of
mean?
disrespectful to Dominic Toretto, if you ask me. Kind of disrespectful.
All right. So the new album, it is out. Let's Tip the Landlord. Live show coming up in April. If you happen to be watching in the province of Quebec, you can see the Brokedowns there.
Yeah.
And I love it. So knowing that a lot of these thoughts were hatched 3 years ago, I mean, are you thinking, are you writing? Do you give yourself a timeout from the Brokedowns? Are you always broke down?
I don't know about them. I've shared some songs with John, but yeah, there's always new things, but yeah.
Oh, dude, I got like 2 albums worth of stuff ready to go. They never take any of the stuff but man, dude, I got it, dude.
We don't really practice like we used to be. There's been a lot of life cycles of the band. We were a normal band at one point where we got together once a week and like just hammered out songs. And now it's like we practice maybe twice a year. Maybe twice a year. So,
Well, that's one of the reasons why I hinted toward it at the beginning of this episode. I feel very fortunate to have you all in the car.
yeah.
Like I thought it was remarkable when I had 3/4 of you in the car last time. How did I pull that off?
That was a fun one.
Yeah, that was.
The-
Yeah.
The whole band hasn't been in the car this small without, an additional person in years. And also, this is probably a good way to test out whether or not this car is worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do donuts.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We need to wait like 5 hours for the snow. Otherwise, the lot behind the
Let's do it.
TBK,
Yeah. We could do it.
maybe we can kill time at the Harhig.
Yeah. You do reverse donuts and ask us questions and just like, or trust drive. I blindfold you. Trust drive question.
I got him.
That's not a real thing, is it?
Let's make it a real thing.
Did I just coin the phrase trust drive?
I think
we
you
gotta
did.
do a trust drive,
Hell yeah.
guys.
This is how I break through to the kids on TikTok. We turn this into a TikTok challenge.
Hell yeah.
Let's do
Trust drive tonight.
Yo, did you check out Carcon Carne's Trust Drive? That was fire. Moose put his paws over James's face. And... All right. Well, the Brokedowns, I love you guys. The new album is a blast and it's awesome, and it leaves me feeling a sense of ennui, which I think was intentional.
Yeah, massive ennui.
Massive ennui.
Yeah.
Couldn't help but notice your massive ennui. But thank you. And I know some of you are sitting on burritos that you kindly did not eat in the car because of the level of self-awareness that knew that bad things would happen.
Yeah, it's a new car.
Thank you.
It's a new
I
year.
already ate mine. Otherwise,
It's an old burrito.
I've never
I
seen
ate two
John.
tacos.
I've
This
never.
is my
He's like,
third.
they said to bring the burritos and eat in the car, and John's like,
I don't think I should do
and he
that.
just starts eating as fast as I've ever seen him.
But this is dinner
before.
tonight.
Well, and I got tacos thinking I wasn't going to eat in the car, and I'm like, tacos
I'll
are a
have
bad
my wife
idea in the car.
inside.
That's true, yeah.
Your wife's inside?
Yeah, my wife's
Yep.
inside.
Let's get her in here.
Yeah, I'll go get her.
Yeah, we got room for one more.
I feel terrible. Well, let's wrap this up. The Brokedowns, thank you.
Absolutely.
Dude,
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you
for
so
having
much,
us.
Thanks,
man.
James.
I appreciate it, James.